Entertainment. It's often described as an escape from reality, a distraction from the problems we face in our personal lives. The most fascinating aspect, though, which no one ever talks about, is how often that this escape becomes unhealthy. Let me cook. You see, I'm often drawn to stories that depict relationships I'm very envious of. They don't necessarily have to be romantic. A good example is the childhood friend trope. I love that dynamic because it's something I've personally always been envious of. I wish I had something like that growing up, and as sad as it sounds to say, the only way I'm gonna get that is by experiencing it through fiction. That is living vicariously. Where that comes into play in the romance genre is a bit of an overshare, but I think it'll be a great topic nonetheless. Like I said, let me cook. It could be high school lovebirds, a college fling, or wedding bells. It doesn't matter. I relish in this shit because it fills that void. It quenches that thirst. It's probably the most parasocial shit I've ever said now that I'm hearing it come out of my mouth, so forgive me for that, but please rock with me, okay? It all makes sense, I swear. Or hope.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.
My friends, this is where it all began. The year is 2008. I'm 10 years old. Fuck, 10 years old is so long ago. I'm watching this shit, and I'm thinking, man, I don't know why, but I can relate to this fucking robot right now. I remember it so vividly. I was sitting in the theater thinking to myself, damn, love is cool. Like, really, really cool. And I don't know why. I have no idea why it took me watching WALL-E to understand that I really vibe with the romance genre. But hey, sometimes you need the guidance of a dusty rust bucket to set you right. This opened Pandora's box. At this point, it was over. I started getting into more romantic comedies, whether it be animated or live action, and shit, I really became a monster once I found out there were more anime out there besides Naruto. Watching Clannad put me in a depressive state for months. But you know what? I needed that shit. That pain and suffering made me the man who I am today. Totally not me coping at all. But what's crazy though, is there are several types of vicarious romance that I had no idea existed. Originally, I wanted to talk about this strictly from my experience, but I think the topic extends far beyond that. From what I've noticed, you have 3 types of vicarious romancers out there. Now, the names, I'll be honest, I made them up, but trust me, they exist. First, you have what we call the vanilla romantics. These are the people who just consume romance shit for the vibes. They just want to experience a good story, get some good emotions out of it, and get that dopamine hit from the relationship coming together. You know, just real basic shit. Now, if you want to get a little crazy, we got what you call the would-be romantics. These are the people that they just want to become fully immersed in the characters. They just want to psychoanalyze every aspect of the characters, really understand how their brain works, how they tick, and in some cases to a very unhealthy degree. You see this happen a lot in shipping culture, and don't get me wrong, I'm all for that. You know, if you want to ship. I do it sometimes, but hey, you all know this. There are those people out there who take things way too far.
With this many new characters, imagine all the violent shipping wars that we'll be completely powerless to do anything about!
Is this a cry for help?
Now, if you want to go complete degen, you can say, fuck all that shit, I'm in love. These people get so invested, so intimate with the fiction, that they find themselves catching feelings in real life. This phenomenon is something I like to call psycho-romantic. They are quite rare, but trust me, I've seen it. It exists, and I'm quite confident if presented with the right character, a psycho exists in all of us. There are many examples out there in the wild. The average Doki Doki Literature Club fan, they exhibit these traits. It's quite concerning. It's quite concerning.
I will do anything you ask, even if I turn corrupted.
Needless to say, this had me thinking, where do I fall on the spectrum? Am I degenerate trash? Can I hold myself to these same standards? Okay, well, before I get judged here, you know, it's getting a little tense, I'm gonna list some of my favorite fictional couples, right? And then for each of them, we're gonna say where they fall on the scale of parasocialism. Sounds fun. Yay.
I should be over all the butterflies.
Sophie Hatter and Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. Vanilla, I love it, yes sir. Fry and Leela from Futurama. Also vanilla, really like their dynamic, like the relationship, you know, makes me feel good. Trent and Gwen from Total Drama Island. Now, I put would be. Now, the reason why I put would be is because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. When I was young and I was watching that Total Drama Island, I wanted Gwen so bad, bro. And I thought Trent was cool. I was like, I ship this. I want this shit to fucking happen. I was like, you know what? Fuck this Gwen and Duncan bullshit. That motherfucker needs to stay with Corny. We're not trying to have this happen. Legosi and Haru from Beastars. One of my favorite series. Let me tell you right now, Legosi, that's my guy right there. I am him. I'm psycho romantic for this shit, bro. I am Legosi. I love Haru. Granted, she's not like my favorite, female character or anything ever. She's all right, but I am Legosi, so I'm gonna put psycho because I am that motherfucker. That is me for real, all right? I got that dog in me. Amity and Luce from the Owl House. Yes, I never get to talk about the Owl House. So real quick, I really like the show. I really like their dynamic. This is very vanilla for me. It's just, they're a really cute couple. And I liked the process of seeing them figure shit out. It kind of gives me hope. Maybe I could figure some shit out, Dang. Nana Osaki and Ren Honjou from Nana. Now, I ain't even going to try to hide it. This is psycho, bro. There's no other way to say it. I want Nana, all right? The only thing that's keeping Ren and Nana together is that he's cool, and I'm not cool enough to be on her level. But let me tell you, Ren, the moment you fuck up and I glow up, she's mine. Naruto and Hinata from Naruto. Now, I grew up watching the fuck out of Naruto, and it's impossible not to love this girl, man. This is vanilla for me. I have very fond memories of crushing on Hinata when I was young, and honestly, how can you hate her? She's perfect. Hercules and Megara from Hercules, the Disney movie, not that other bullshit, okay? So I love this couple so much. Hercules was one of my favorite movies growing up. I just thought Herc was so cool. I love the story. I love the way he overcomes adversity. It's so cool. And then Meg, she's bad as hell, and she gets that dope ass song. Come on. This is an easy would-be romantic for me, only because Megara is actually the one I see myself in, I see her as this hopeless romantic that's just trying to figure shit out, and I'm like, man, that's me for real. Oh my God. Bob Parr and Helen Parr from The Incredibles. This is super vanilla. I love their dynamic so much, and I just like, the wholesome vibe of a, tight-knit family that really loves each other, just trying to figure shit out in this weird superhero world. It's just really cool, and I just love these two, man. I love them. Catra and Adora from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Now, I know you all did not expect this shit to be on here, but let me tell you, somehow, some way, I got locked into the goddamn Catra stan fan base people. I don't know how it happened, okay? I watched the show, and I enjoyed it a lot, but for some reason, this damn girl, something about the eyes, the way she looks at the screen, I don't know. It's so weird, bro. I literally roleplay as this damn character in FF14. I'm beating people's asses in Street Fighter as Catra. I don't know how.
Catra. She's mean.
We're not beating the furry allegations with this one. So next we have Holo and Kraft Lawrence from Spice and Wolf. This one I put as a would-be, mainly because while I do really like Holo, I really like Kraft Lawrence as well, and I see a lot of myself in him. I see me being in his position and having the same dynamic that he has with Holo, and for that reason, I find myself looking for a Holo in any girl I look for, you know what I mean? Holo is perfect, and Kraft Lawrence is perfect. Kida and Milo Thatch from Atlantis, The Lost Empire. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love this shit growing up. I'm gonna put this at vanilla. I'm just a real big sucker for like the nerdy dude getting the really hot girl in movies. So every time I think of this movie now, I just think it's this goddamn meme that's so funny, bro. I'm just gonna play it. Tulio and Chel from The Road to El Dorado. This is another one of my all-time favorite movies, and I put this as would-be only because while I'm not like Tulio, I am jealous of that motherfucker. It is not fair. It's not fair.
It should have been me, not him!
Lola and Bugs from the Looney Tunes show, specifically the Looney Tunes show. Now, I fucking love this show, dude. I don't know how or why, but domesticating the Looney Tunes for a show was the greatest idea they have ever had. I don't know how it works or why it works, but it does. And I see a lot of myself in Bugs, so I put this as a would-be. Now, granted, I don't really, want a crazy girl like Lola, but let me tell you, when I watch this show, part of me deep down can see the appeal. I start to see the vision. Lastly, we got to talk about Cloud Strife and Tifa Lockhart from my favorite Final Fantasy VII. Super Psycho. Fuck you. She's mine. None of you are worthy. I'm making this claim right now. I'll take each and every one of you on in the comments right now. Oh, shit. The demon came out. You know what? This shit's unhealthy. This video was a mistake. Feel free to judge me in the comments or challenge me. I don't give a shit. But do let me know, where do you fall on this scale? What character does it take to bring the psycho out of you? And hey, if you're not about it, if you won't do it, then that just makes you a coward. I don't make the rules. Like the video. Check out the second channel for more. I'll see you later. Oh, wait. Oh, y'all hear that? You hear that? That's my phone ringing. I got a date at the Gold Saucer.